Now for the top story tonight reaction. Joining us from Miami, Dr. Daniel Bober, child psychiatrist, and from San Diego, Dr. Lisa Boesky, psychologist and author of the book, When to Worry, How to Tell If Your Teen Needs Help and What to Do About It. So, Dr. Boesky, you have some problems with McCullough's presentation, correct?
I do. You know, I think we have a problem with teen entitlement and narcissism, but this was not the time nor the place. This is the one day they could celebrate their 4 years of achievement. And let me say, if he made that speech to the parents, I would have no problem with it. Tell them to stop protecting kids from rescuing them, from keeping them from failing. That's no problem. But this is their one day to go out there in this tough economy, this tough job market. We need to build them up, not criticize them and minimize them before going out there.
How do you see it, Dr. Bober?
Bill, I really couldn't disagree more. I think that we're sending them the wrong message to tell them that they're special. I think we need to be much more realistic. And we're kind of living right now in this eggshell generation. And unlike Humpty Dumpty, we have to teach our kids that they're going to have to learn to put themselves back together again.
All right, so you want the tough roach, and Dr. Boesky wants a little bit of more compassion on their big day. Now,
I wouldn't say on their big day, but that's the key, on their big day.
Okay,
it's
all right.
fine to send the message.
McCullough had one shot at it. McCullough had one shot at it, and he took it. And I've done these speeches, and sometimes I'm tough and sometimes I'm not. It depends on the crew. But I believe every human being has the potential to be special. Because I believe in God, and God gives us all individual talents, every one of us. Even people with severe disabilities, everybody has a talent. All right, it's one of the reasons I believe in God. It's not a lot of random stuff going on there. And you have a potential to be special. But to do that, in order to develop it, is suffering, discipline, and all the things that it takes to get in a position to really be special. Now, Dr. Boesky, I don't believe that's being taught in the public school system. I don't. And I think McCullough is absolutely correct in telling those students, you've been misguided. They haven't been honest. And if you take that entitlement mentality out to the free marketplace, you're not going to be special. And you
said, I think you can say that about the schools, but it's a...
Bill. No, wait, Ms. Boesky, go ahead.
It's a bigger problem. You can talk about the schools all you want, but it starts at home. And as long as these parents are the ones who continue to rescue their kids,
because there are bad parents in the schools are the last line of defense.
We need to be talking to the parents, not just the schools.
You're copping out,
Doctor. Because I guarantee you, these kids, when these kids go to college,
Dr.
their parents are still going to rescue them, still indulge them.
The school is spending as much time with them, if not more, than their parents are. The school has to take some responsibility in this, too. You know, we're teaching our kids that their parents are going to do their homework for them, and they have to learn to stand and fall on their own 2 feet. The message we need to be sending these kids...
But it's the parent who's doing the homework for them. That's my point. The parents shouldn't be doing their kids' homework.
Madam, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Madam,
yes.
You can. All right. You are copping out. And here's why. There are bad parents. Many derelict parents. Many parents who are irresponsible. You can't fall back on that. The public school system is designed as the last line of defense. And what's happening in this country is a profound change. We are becoming a dependent people here. And the reason we are becoming dependent is because of the public school system failing to tell Americans what is necessary, not only for their own personal success, but for the success of their country. They don't say it, they're afraid of it, and they are cowardly. And that's what's happening, madam. Let her, and then you can address it, Dr. Bober. Go ahead.
I actually agree with you, Bill. I think we need to be focusing on what they need to hear and not what they want to hear. And telling them they're special is only going to reduce their level of empathy and increase their level of narcissism. You know, they have a certain sense of entitlement.
Lisa, go ahead.
But you don't need to sit there, and we're not saying that he should be telling them they're special, but what he shouldn't be doing is basically saying, you're not like anyone else. I guarantee you there are kids at that school who are taking AP honors classes.
Sure, he's generalizing. He's generalizing.
Who have given that. He is the one who's generalized and said none of you have done anything.
They're not special yet,
in the last 4 years.
They're not special yet.
You don't think that if they've given back to their community, if they've excelled at athletics,
there are
that
very,
they're
very
not
few
different
children.
than someone who hasn't?
There are very few children who have reached that level of being called special, because what it takes is a full education and then accomplishment to give back to your country. And you're absolutely right, Lisa. Lisa just hit it. what makes a person special is what they give back to other human beings, not what they accumulate for themselves. And we are living in a society of narcissism right now, entitlement right now, and I'm laying it right on the doorstep of the public school system. Very interesting debate, doctors. I got to run, and we appreciate you both coming on the program tonight.